Hey everyone, I'm Giovanni and welcome back to Salt and Pepper Pickleball, where we serve up that good old pickle and pasión. Alright you guys, so today we are going to be talking about a paddle that totally, in my mind, 100% fell under the radar, and it really shouldn't have. Today we're going to be talking about the bread and butter Psycho 14 millimeter, and man, I had such a good time with this paddle, and I just do not understand why it didn't get more attention, but I'll explain more in a little bit. So going ahead and getting the specs out of the way, this is going to be a wide body paddle. This is 16 inches long. It is 8 inches wide. Handle length on this bad boy is, when I measured it from the butt cap to where the tape meets the throat, 5.3 inches long. Fits just fine. I got my tui on there, put my little finger, do my little golf grip, or if I wanted to, there is just enough room for me to put both hands on here. So there you go. Fits no problem. And then the circumference of the handle is going to be 4.25, which is my happy spot. I really like 4.25 thickness handles. Makes my hand feel really good because I always put an overgrip anyway, so it just makes it just a little bit bigger. But I don't know, I just like it. It fits well in my hand. So when it comes to stock weight, this one here came in right at 8.1. Then I modded it because I felt like it needed just a little bit more weight. But what I actually did with the weight was I had some of Maverick's little lead weights here, and what I did was I took 2 of them and I added them to the inside. I unraveled the factory grip, and then I put them on the inside, modded this up to 8.3, and all the weights in my hand now, so I didn't lose any kind of maneuverability or any hand speed or anything like that. Feels great, and I like the little bit of heft that it gave to it. Not much. Normally I'm always around like 8.5 to 8.7, but I have been kind of lowering it just a little bit lately, especially because I've been playtesting a lot of foam paddles and they bring their own heat, so I actually don't have to weight them up too much, only for stability reasons and things of that nature. But with this guy, you know, I just put it right here in the handle and I just let the head do the work. So getting to the face, this is going to be 14 millimeters thick, as I said previously. This is a Gen 3 paddle. This has the 10 millimeter black honeycomb core cells, and it's topped off with T700 raw carbon fiber face and has an additional layer of fiberglass to assist with a bit more pop too. So that's what's on here. So first impressions right out of the gate, I mean, as soon as I picked up this paddle, or even when I saw the commercial for this paddle, I really love the eyeball. The eyeball was so cool. I don't know if you guys could see it there, but I just thought it was amazing. I thought it was cool. It's like the little brother to the Fat Boy, but just in a different direction. And that's what really drew me to it. And I always wanted to play with it. And I got to play with it. I played with this several times, and I had a really good time with this bad boy. Honestly, this feels like a nicely balanced pickleball paddle. Traditionally, I'm not always a fan of the 14 because for my skill level, I guess, I find it a little bit harder to tame as far as pop goes. And then sometimes even on like swing weight, I find that the 14 millimeter is just a little low on swing weight, so I'm always having to readjust weight on the actual paddle. Like sometimes, you know, I'll put it on the sides or on the bottoms or on the top, and with like 14 millimeters, man, I feel like I have to put it in almost every position and then counterbalance it at the handle. And then sometimes I create beasts of like 9-ounce paddles, and I'm like, this is a little too heavy to, you know, not heavy to swing, but you know, it's a lot of weight to manage. And after about 6, 7, 8 games, you know, like all of a sudden, you know, your arm gets pretty tired by the end of it. And it's a good core workout. But again, the balance on this is what really stood out to me, especially after a few games. And it just worked for me. So starting off with spin on this paddle does grab the ball. I was getting really nice shape to my serves. My third shots were definitely dipping with this, just how I wanted. And even on resets, I felt like I had a little extra bit of control to really keep things lower. And then kitchen play, like I had no problems, no issues there at all. I didn't have to worry about, because this is a wide body paddle. I mean, I felt like I was hitting the sweet spot every single time. And it was just solid. I was able to control my dinks. I never felt like the paddle was doing too much or even too little. I felt like the paddle just listened to what I needed. It just already knew, like I just felt so connected to the paddle, and I was able to really, get those cross court, like get those angled dinks, or if I needed to soften it up, I didn't have to worry about softening it up too much because it was going to hit the net, or it was just going to barely skim over or anything like that. I felt very confident with this paddle. Now, getting into power, honestly, this has plenty of power, and if you have a nice solid stroke and you put pace on the ball, this paddle will reward you. This thing, with that fiberglass layer, you really feel the power when it comes off of the face of this paddle. When I wanted to speed things up or put a ball away, the power was there every single time. And it didn't feel like it was wild or it was unpredictable. Like I felt like I really knew what I was doing every time I hit a drive. Felt really nice. This is definitely the type of power where you feel confident swinging through the ball, and you don't have to worry about the ball flying off on you. And that leads me into the playability. And honestly, this is the best way I can describe this paddle. I mean, it was just fun, you guys. Like, I kept finding myself enjoying points more, trying different shots. I just felt more comfortable all over the court. Like, I felt myself just enjoying the points more, trying different shots, and just feeling comfortable like all over the court. And that's something that you don't always get. Some paddles are good, but not necessarily fun. This one, for me, definitely hit the mark on both ends, where this was fun and good. And here's the thing. I really feel like this paddle didn't get the attention that it deserved. It definitely got overshadowed by the Loco series, which, yeah, those are great paddles. They really are. But man, this Psycho really feels nice. This one quietly does a lot right. If you missed it the first time around, you might want to take another look at this paddle, because they are, if I'm correct, they are being discontinued. And right now, this paddle is currently on sale on the Bread and Butter website for $119. And with the purchase of this paddle, you actually get a paddle cover with this cool little Psycho logo on it. And then you also get their Psycho hot sauce, which I don't really know much about. So if you guys get it, at least somebody could tell me how it was, or if you've actually played with it, let me know how that sauce was. Because I am still using the Loco garlic hot sauce. For a player for this paddle, this is going to be good for players who want great spin, solid control, enough power to finish points, and just an overall easy to play, confidence building feel. And I stand by those four bullet points. And I really stand firm behind those 4 bullet points, because I really feel like this is an underrated paddle. This is a sleeper for those that do like wide bodies. And sometimes your wide body just might not have enough power to it. But come down, take a look at this one, and I'm pretty sure you're going to like it, because this does have some kick. It does have some control, and I just like the styling. So yeah, Bread and Butter Psycho 14 millimeter. Definitely a sleeper pick in my opinion. And I, saying it again, if you've tried it, guys, let me know what you thought of it. Or if you're planning on getting one, let me know later on what you thought about it. And if you haven't, you might be missing out on a really fun paddle here if you're a wide body fan. So catch you guys on the next one. And you guys, don't forget to keep laughing, keep smiling, and keep playing pickle with pasión.